Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. Now, when patch 5.2 hit the live servers and Blizzard announced that the PTR for patch 5.3 was to follow very shortly afterwards, I must confess to being rather excited. That's predominantly because I believe patch 5.2 was an excellent addition to the world of Warcraft. There seemed to be something for everybody. We had this vast quest hub of an island, a brand new raid, plenty of new rare elites, couple of new world bosses, pet battles, and a lot more. Now, when patch 5.3 hit the PTR servers, we got an immediate visual impact. The goblins and the horde had been very busy indeed excavating the Vale of Eternal Blossoms and tearing apart this beautiful zone. Then you fly into the Northern Barrens, and the Kor'kron and Garrosh had themselves been very busy pilfering the land and tearing it apart for resources. It all seemed to be heading in the right direction. But there was something else. Some news started to filter through. In fact, it was a little bit more than just filtering through, because it seemed to be data mined. And the information that was data mined was the potential addition of Tri-Spec into patch 5.3. Now, for me, this excited me greatly because I am a pure DPS class. Affliction, Destruction, Demonology. It seemed my choices would all be there. But this tweet came through because Tri-Spec never made an appearance. And Ghostcrawler's response was, we added talents in vanilla so Rogue 1 and Rogue 2 could be different. With Tri-Spec, what if every rogue feels the same again? Now, I have to take exception with this tweet because at times I really do not understand the mentality of Blizzard. To me, dual spec is limited. I am a pure DPS class. I can only choose from one of 3 specs at any one time. I can choose to be Affliction, Demonology, or Destruction. And then when they introduced dual spec, I could suddenly choose 2 of these 3 choices. So I've currently got Affliction and Destruction. And I am self-confessed on my streams and also on some of my videos, not particularly au fait with Demonology. It's a spec I'd really like to get to grips with. But with only having 2 limited choices, why would I risk taking up one of those spots by a spec I know I'm not particularly well versed in? So what do? We leave it alone and we stick to what we know. We become very samey indeed. If we were to be given Tri-Spec, surely that would allow us to diversify. Surely that would allow me to experiment with another spec completely. I put Demonology as my 3rd spec. It allows me to go around, just test it out without having to constantly go back to my trainer. Now let me jump to a completely different MMO. And if you don't know what this game is, it should be a big hint in the background. This is Rift. And in June, this game is going free to play. But look at the bottom of the talent tree system. It's adopting a very classic talent tree where you level up, you get a point, and you put it into one of your talents. But at the bottom there, you have 6 specs with which to play with. You can create 6 of your own diverse specs. Do it as much as you want, fiddle around with it as much as you want, tweak talents, tweak points, whatever you feel like doing. It personally promotes diversity. It promotes the ability for people to try and test things out. If we had Tri-Spec, would Rogue 1 and Rogue 2 be the same? I very much doubt it. If we had Tri-Spec, then maybe rogues, maybe hunters, maybe warlocks, classes that only have 3 limited choices, will decide to try something completely different. But I personally believe it goes beyond Tri-Spec. Why should we be limited to just 3? Look at the tab. Look at the room available. Blizzard can easily add multiple choices to that tab. Why can't we have a primary, a secondary, a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, a 6th? Why are we constantly limited? Why don't we have the opportunity to play with our specs, to play with our class? Look at druids. They have a tank. They have a healer. They have a spellcaster DPS. They have a physical DPS. We've also got our PvP to play with. There's loads and loads of choices for us. So why are we so limited with one or two of those options? In my eyes, if Tri-Spec, Quad-Spec, Quin-Spec, Deck-Spec was added to the game, it would allow players to play. It would allow players to experiment and to see what we can come up with. So in my eyes, the decision so far by Blizzard to not even attempt to try out Tri-Spec is a horrendous one. To not even allow us the opportunity to test to see if it would be a worthwhile addition to the world of Warcraft absolutely astounds me. But I really want to hear your comments. I really want to know what you think on this subject. Should we get a Tri-Spec? Is dual spec enough? Should we have more than a Tri-Spec? Quad, Quin, Deck? You tell me. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do like, comment and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Twitter. Please do like my Facebook. And also follow my twitch.tv/Heal vs Babyface for live streaming. And I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care, everybody. Bye-bye.